Hey, everybody out there in Facebook Liveville. Welcome to Football Sunday, where everybody's happy, everybody's excited. I'm your humble host of Speak On It, Victor Gwynn, brought to you by StreamYard. Wow, great day for football. Before I begin, I'd like to send a shout out to all those veterans who served, past and present. Thank you for your service. You don't know how much you are really, really loved and thought of. Those who are overseas, those who are in harm's way, and those who are over here in our homeland. I salute you. Thank you for your service. Love you guys. Let's get into some football today. A lot of things happened. Let's go over that Thursday night game. Whoever had Baltimore, I mean, who didn't have Baltimore ready to win that game? But Miami came out and allowed 10 points to the Baltimore Ravens, who are 6-3, and the Dolphins, who are 3-7 right now. The final score was 22-10. The Miami Dolphins. If you haven't looked at this game, I want you to go back and look at the actual defensive scheme Brian Flores put out for dealing with Lamar Jackson. He had a 7-4, 7-man front and four in the back, two corners on each side. And they didn't know how to deal with it. Even coming out of the halftime, even after coming out of halftime, I expected John Harbaugh and his group to actually make some adjustments with that, but they didn't. It was very, very hard to see, very, very hard to watch, but they actually did it. And I'm gonna show you a little clip here real quick. I'm gonna share something with you guys here so you can see. You can see what I'm talking about. You can see exactly what I'm talking about here. And what you have right here is you have the Miami Dolphins with that vaunted front that they had, which was really, really good, in my opinion, the way they set it up here. You got to check it out here. Sorry. It's Miami running some plays. I want to go back and I'm going to show you the front that they had against. You see that front they got right there? I'm going to pause it right there. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They had so many people up at the front for Lamar Jackson. It was ridiculous. I'll blow this up. Sorry. So you got right here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you got 4 back here. They sent the guy even in motion and still didn't work. Let's let this play out. It's one of the positive plays that they had in the game. Let's go for another one here. Let's show. And defensively, here we go. We'll go back here and show you. The Rams will have, look at this front. Somebody's coming free all the time, and they corralling them. They just corralled them. It's just as mind-boggling what they did. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at this. Somebody's always coming free. And what happens is, boom, sack. I mean, great defensive plan by Brian Flores. I mean, outstanding. Offensively, here's the little bloop, back to you, back to me, and let me go for about 15. Baltimore Ravens fans, I know you're very disappointed. Linebackers don't know what they're doing right there. Extremely disappointing. And Miami, look, boom. Jason Waddle, about 40, 50 yards, boom. Caught the ball there. Another one here. A sweep, jet sweep, missed tackles. You're going to see a play coming up here where he's wide open too. That was a great defensive play. But let's look at this right here. They got him. This is where big man with ball used to be running back. Boop, boop. Unfortunately for that play, you look at it in slow motion. He actually did cross the plane with the ball, but unfortunately he wasn't eligible to catch the ball. So that did not count. Let's move on real quick. I want to show you something right there. That was the fumble. This is the fumble by Sammy Watkins here. He did a football move. Xavier Howard picked up the ball, runs it down, has a plethora of blockers. Still poor tackling right there. Even though that's Lamar Jackson, there's a lot of poor tackling going on there. There's the score. It's now 10-3. Oh, it gets even worse, guys. Wide open right here. This is the play. Wide open. Well, no, not this play. There's a play coming up. He's wide open on a wheel route, and I just don't understand it. How is he so wide open? And he does the gritty for good measure for getting it down there. Oh, great. Even the punter is excited. That's team right there. So again, they got that front going on. Lamar Jackson able to get it out. Rashad Bateman, rookie from Minnesota, coming up here at this play. Look, free blitzer always coming in because that 7-man front. I believe this is the play where they score. Lamar Jackson steps up in the pocket and he throws a little boop right to his favorite target, Mark Andrews. Great stuff out of Mark. I really like Mark Andrews. He's a very good. Now, this is the one wide open. Who had him? Let's go back to that real quick. Let me show you something here. After this touchdown, right? All right, let's look at the offensive setup here. All right, you got one tailback, one wide receiver, tight end, two tight ends, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down linemen. They all know that it's coming over here, but they got to stay focused in the inside because it could be a handoff. This whole entire line right here defensive linebackers here just get fooled. Check this out. Yep. Who is blocking? Who is supposed to be? Let's go back to that. Who is supposed to be the one? Now look, he's running in motion. A linebacker is supposed to take him in motion. They just shift everybody down. This linebacker right here should have been in motion and gone out, but he didn't. He gets trapped up at the bottom, and guess what? Boom. Luckily for them, number 36, was able to grab him and stop him from going all in for the touchdown. But that's a blown coverage, seriously blown coverage. And Tua jumps in here for the touchdown, and that's your game. So, man, Baltimore fans, I'm sorry about that. Sorry I had to put you through that, but it just was it's a tough week for football because a lot of the teams that are supposed to win aren't winning. And you look at what happened to Buffalo against the Jaguars. I mean, there's a lot of teams out there that are not quitting on the NFL. They're not quitting, even though they have some bad records. So let's hope that, we got a lot of games today. Let's hope that it's competitive just as last week's, but not as surprising for all those people out there that's betting. All right, first game up in the slot is Buffalo versus the New York Jets. OMG. Jets, Jets, right? So, all right, let's go over the numbers. Bills are 12th in offense, while the Jets are 26th. Bills are first in defense. Jets are 25th. Bills are 11th in passing. Jets are 20th. Bills are 16th in rushing. Jets are 32nd in rushing. Oh, my goodness. This game's going to be played at MetLife Stadium. I don't know about this game, to tell you the truth. Buffalo, on paper, should win. They're 5-3. Jets are 2-6. Let's go to the injury report, though. You got to look at injuries first when you think about games that are coming up. So Buffalo Bills right now, linebacker Tremont Edmonds has a hamstring. He's out. Running back Zach Moss, concussion. He's questionable. Jets quarterback Zach Wilson, knee. The great White is going to be playing. He's going to be playing. The tackle Chuma Adoga. I'm sorry if I chewed your name up. Doubtful. Running back Tevin Coleman, hamstring. Wide receiver Corey Davis, hip. Defensive lineman Shaq Lawson, hamstring. Offensive lineman Elijah Vera Tucker, toe, questionable. A lot of people are going to be out for the Jets. Only one that's out for the Bills is linebacker Tremont Edmonds. So it's going to be a good game. But tell you the truth, guys, I don't really know how to call this game. The Buffalo Bills should win this game, but the Jets are a gritty team, man. The Jets are a gritty team. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Buffalo's going to win the game. This Buffalo, they just have to get on. They just have to get on par with what they're doing. Buffalo. I got Buffalo winning this game. However, I have Buffalo winning this game by only maybe 6 points. 6 points, maybe. I think the Jets put up a good fight. I think defensively, the Jets, they stifle them for a little while, and I think it's the legs of the quarterback for the Bills, Josh Allen, that picks up first downs and keeps some drives going. So Buffalo, I got winning. I don't know the score yet. I'll give you that after, but I say by 6 points. Next up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are coming off a bye week against the Washington Redskins. If you don't know, last time these teams played, Terrell Heineke's coming out party. He played pretty daggone well against Tom Brady and company. So this is one that's a little tricky too, especially since some folks are out. But they give you the numbers. Game info: Bucs are 7th in offense, while the Washington football team is 23rd. Bucs are 3rd in defense. Washington is 19th. Bucs are 2nd in passing. Washington is 26th. Buffalo Buccaneers are 25th in rushing, while the Washington football team is 17th in rushing. This game's going to be played at FedEx Field, so they have home field advantage. Injury report for this team right here, Tampa Bay Bucs, are 9.5-point favorites at Washington football team. Buccaneers are going to be without Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, Rashard Robinson, cornerback D. Delaney, outside linebacker Jason Pierre-Paul, shoulder, hand, Chris Godwin, all questionable. But out is Antonio Brown and Rob Gronkowski, and cornerback Rashard Robinson. Moving on to the Washington football team, Curtis Samuel, groin, cornerback Benjamin St-Juste, illness, defensive end Montez Sweat, jaw, all out. You don't know Montez Sweat had a broken jaw the last time he played. Wide receiver Diami Brown, knee, tackle Samuel Cosme, ankle, tight end Sammy Reyes are all questionable. However, Chris Goodwin would be a game time decision, and Tom Brady's going to need some people to throw that ball to. This game is very, very difficult to pick. Everybody would say to pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but Washington give them a run for their money. And this Washington team is due for a breakout. However, it's not going to be this week. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win this game. I don't think it's going to be by much, but the Tampa Bay Bucs are going to win this game in Washington, despite not having Antonio Brown or Rob Gronkowski on the offense. All right, moving in to Atlanta and Dallas Cowboys right now. All right, Atlanta and Dallas. They're going to be playing at AT&T Stadium. Is it me, or does it seem like Dallas has a whole plethora of home games? Like, do these guys ever have anything else but home games? So let's get to the stats here. Falcons are 24th in offense. Cowboys are 5th. Falcons are 10th in defense. Cowboys are 14th. Falcons are 17th in passing. Cowboys are 8th. Falcons are 31st in rushing. The Cowboys are 8th. That running monster head of Zeke Elliott and Tony Pollard are going to put in some work today. I think they're going to be pretty good. I think Dak Prescott's going to come back. That thumping that they took at home versus the Denver Broncos was an eye-opener. I see them bouncing back from this game. I see them, the spread for them right now is the Cowboys are, I believe the Cowboys are, gotta look at the favorites, see what they are. The Cowboys are 9-point favorites for this game. Let's look at the injury report. Falcons defensive back Kendall Sheffield, hamstring out. Linebacker Steven Means, knee out. Tight end Lee Smith, back out. Defensive lineman Jonathan Bullard, concussion. Doubtful is defensive lineman John Comiskey, shoulder, questionable. Cowboys, Tyron Smith, the old left tackle, he's out. Wide receiver Cedric Wilson, shoulder. Quarterback Will Greer, is questionable. I don't think he gets in the game anyway. The Falcons once again will be out without wide receiver Calvin Ridley, who has taken a leave of absence for mental health. Dallas Cowboys will not have Randy Gregory or DeMarcus Lawrence, who are now both on injured reserve after Gregory suffered an injury during practice early this week. Expect rookie Micah Parsons to shift back to edge in Gregory's absence. The Cowboys are expected to activate Michael Gallup today from injured reserve, as he'll play for the first time since the season opener. Atlanta's been spoiling a lot. I mean, Arthur Smith and that defense have been very opportunistic. The offense, they've been using Kyle Pitts extremely well. And hold up, you guys, and Cordell Patterson is being, I mean, the guy doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion. I mean, he does so much. He's a running back, he's a wide receiver, he runs kickoff returns, punt returns, and then he throws the ball sometimes too. I mean, the guy is he's the old Taysom Hill. He's what Taysom Hill is now. The guy is just everywhere on the field. However, the Dallas Cowboys, I don't think they win. They lose 2 games back to back. They're 6-2. They feel the pressure right now. Atlanta's 4-4. Atlanta has all everything right ahead of them right now. They can be 1 game over 500 if they are able to beat the Dallas Cowboys. But I think it's going to take a monumental effort on Atlanta's part, and I don't see Matt Ryan doing that. I see the Dallas Cowboys leaning on their rush game, and I see Dallas Cowboys winning this by like 10 points. 10 points. So, yeah. All right. 512-539-0686. Call in. Let me hear what you got to say. I want to hear you talk about your team. You can follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook at Speak On It Sports, Twitter at NYG Men for Life, and subscribe to the YouTube channel below. You'll see it right there. Love to get your opinion. Love to check out the videos and videos on YouTube that I put up as well, delving into some new defensive perspectives and some offensive schemes. I'll have those posted probably next weekend. You guys can check it out up there. But subscribe to the channel so you can see those breakdowns of offensive defensive schemes in the NFL. Moving on to New Orleans and Tennessee Titans. New Orleans, everybody knows that Jameis Winston is out for the year, torn ACL, MCL, by the numbers, 31st in offense, while the Tennessee Titans are 10th. Wow, I didn't see this coming right here, but New Orleans is 6th in defense, and Tennessee Titans are 26th. 31st in passing, Titans are 22nd, 14th in rushing, and the Titans are 3rd, obviously. As we all know, the Titans will not have King Henry in there. He's out for at least 6 to 8 weeks. They hope to get him back before the season's over, but they signed a legend in all day, Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson played well, ran a little high last week. I think he'll get that fixed, especially since he gets put into the offensive system a little more. You'll see Adrian Peterson running a little bit more stout. The game's going to be played in Nissan Stadium. Home field advantage for the Tennessee Titans. In my opinion, this game's going to be an interesting game. Trevor Siemian's going to be the quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. Saints are not going to have Alvin Kamara. Let's see who else they don't have in this game. Go over some injuries. Saints will be without running back Alvin Kamara. Safety C.J. Gardner. He has a foot injury. Teron Armstead, knee, shoulder, he's out. Wide receiver Ty Montgomery, hamstring. Defensive end Carl Granderson, shoulder. And linebacker for the Titans, safety Dane Kruskin. Linebacker David Long, hamstring. Cornerback Gray Maben, ankle, out. Linebacker Rashawn Evans, ankle. Defensive lineman Tier Tart, groin. Wide receiver Julio Jones, hamstring are all questionable in this game. Saints are going to turn to Mark Ingram to carry the load with Kamara out. Taysom Hill's healthy right now. Could also be relied on to carry or running the game. P.J. Williams and Bradley Roby are expected to take over a slot for Gardner and Johnson. Ryan Tannehill, he did miss practice on Friday with an illness, but he's expected to play per the Titans head coach Mike Vrabel. A.J. Brown had a knee injury, didn't practice Friday, but wasn't given any injury designation, so he had a knee thing. Jones missed part of Friday's practice, so he'll be a game-time decision. It seems to me that Julio Jones is Julio Jones past his prime right now? Is Julio Jones very injury-prone right now? I don't know. So, Carla goes Jets. Carla Sofia Marquez, how are you doing? Let's hope these Jets win today. I mean, it'll be something good, but I doubt they're going to win, but it would be nice for the Jets. But with this game, I have the Tennessee Titans winning this game due to the fact they have Alvin Kamara out. Mark Ingram, yes, he's there with the offense, but Mark Ingram is I don't think he's the Mark Ingram the first time he arrived in New Orleans. So All right, Jacksonville, Indianapolis. All right, Jacksonville is 2-6. The Indianapolis Colts are 4-5 right now. Man, this is another game. The Jaguars just shut them down. They just shut them down. They shut down the Buffalo Bills. All right, Jaguars by the numbers: 25th in offense, 15th defense, 29th passing, 20th in rushing. All right, you got the Colts, who are 8th in offense, 27th in defense, 14th passing, and 4th in rushing. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is a beast when he's running the ball. This game is being played at Lucas Oil Stadium. They have the home field advantage. But let's look at the injury report for this game here and see who is going to be able to contribute today and who's not. So, Indianapolis Colts versus bring it up here. Jacksonville, Indianapolis Colts. All right, for the Jaguars, their running back James Robinson, he's questionable. Colts, cornerback Xavier Rhodes, calf out. Defensive tackle DeForest Buckner, back questionable. Robinson, who missed last week's victory over the Bills due to the same injury, he was replaced in the lineup by Carlos Hyde. Carlos Hyde is a good backup, not a Robinson guy, but he can run through the A and B gaps pretty hard. DeForest Buckner didn't practice Friday after being limited Thursday, putting his status up in the air. But we'll see if he can play again. T.Y. Hilton is back after clearing concussion protocol and set to play in his third game of the season. T.Y. Hilton's another guy who cannot seem to stay healthy, but we'll see what happens with this game. Jacksonville, Indianapolis. I have Indy winning this game simply because of the running game and Jonathan Taylor running the ball and that offensive line. Yes, Carson Wentz is a liability and he'll have some issues, but they'll get it done. I got the Indianapolis Colts winning this game. Moving on to 5-5 and bringing Jacksonville down to earth at 2-7. All right, shout out to my boy Mike Tiberi. Morning, my friend. Hope life is treating you well. It is. Appreciate you tuning in, my friend. Call in. Let's talk about those 49ers. You know the number, 512-539-0686. This is a really good guy right here, man. He knows a lot about football. We converse a lot, and it's real good to talk to him. So, Mike, if you're there, call in. Let me know how you feel about your team, and we'll definitely discuss it. So 512-539-0686. Call in, Mike. All right, so up in the next game on the docket, this is a game that's going to be it's going to be one of those where you're going to tell yourself, I don't know, okay? You have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the 0-8 Detroit Lions. Are playing at Heinz Field. Got our first caller coming in. Hold on. Hey, Mr. Tiberi, welcome to the show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, good, man. How you doing?
I'm outstanding. So you coming in to talk about those those 49ers or what?
Oh, we can talk about anyone if you want to, man.
Yeah, definitely. So what's on your brain today for Football Sunday?
You know, overall, I think the game with the Browns today is going to be real special. I think both of those teams, at 5-4 look real tough. And a loss by either one of them is going to put them. So I think that's the game I'm most interested in watching today.
Okay.
In regards to the 49ers, the good news is we're playing at home. The good news is we got our starting quarterback who looks halfway decent again.
Yeah.
But the Rams rank in the top 5 for both offense and defense right now. And 7-2, only one game back behind Arizona for the lead in the NFC. That's a tough game at home. So I just think if we even play well and show up, I'm okay with that game, no matter how it works out. But we are on 4-game win streak against the Rams and have their number. So based on Stafford's game last week against the Titans and how bad they beat him on defense, the 49ers have a good chance to do the same thing this week with their defense. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Matthew Stafford last week had a terrible game. Um, and so did the quarterback for the 49ers. I mean, do you think it's Trey Lance time right now, or should the 49ers stick with Jimmy G?
And I'll say it like this, bro. So how many drafts did we do last year before the actual draft happened? When did you ever see me pick Trey Lance? I don't like the kid.
Yeah.
I didn't like what we gave up for him. I've been quite impressed with how Mac Jones has handled himself in New England. I know you know that I thought that team should have drafted.
Yeah. You were no. Hey, everybody out there, let me tell you something. Mike was very adamant that they should take mac and cheese, but instead the 49ers actually moved up. Did they move up to get Trey Lance?
Oh man, they gave away the whole future, bro.
Yeah, when they could have sat down and picked up a Mac Jones, and I think Mac Jones would fit that. He would have fit that offense a lot better than Trey Lance. He picks it up a lot quicker.
I agree with you, but since we didn't mortgage our future, I think you're spot on. They need to pick Garoppolo. They need to play Trey Lance, and they need to see what they paid for, and get this guy some playing time while we have a defense that can hold the game close. I just hope that Elijah Mitchell, you know how much I think of him as a running back. I pick him every single time we draft as well. So hopefully, he can hold the running game together this week, and then
You were. Hey, Mike. I hate to cut you off. We were really high on Elijah Mitchell. A lot of the drafts had him going like 197th.
Yep.
And we always seem to pick him up. Try to pick him up early, but as the draft projections went on, he ended up getting picked earlier and earlier and earlier. So that was a good look at both of us on that part, but mainly on your part, I was jumping on that Elijah Mitchell train afterwards as well.
He's the perfect back for the 49ers offense, man. So it's why I was so high on him. But, bottom line up front is I think if he can run the ball well, and if Garoppolo can look to our powerhouse, which is Kittle, then we have a chance to ball control offense, let the defense shine, and see where the game ends up at the end of the day. It's going to be close. I think 3.5 points is a huge favor in the Rams side. I would take those 3.5 points at home all day long because I don't think they're going to win by 3.5 points.
Yeah, you got
28-27, and probably it's going to be score that.
28-27. And that's a Monday night, and it is 3.5 points right now. And you know what that tells me? That tells me that a lot of the so-called pundits, they're not high on this offense, and losing Robert Woods to torn ACL, and having Odell Beckham Jr. Just thrown into this new offense. I don't know. You're right. I think the game's going to be close as well. I think it's going to be pretty close. Long as they keep the ball out of Matthew Stafford's hand and run the ball successfully. Don't let Jimmy G actually put himself in a situation where he has to throw far passes and definitely got to get Kittle involved in the game a little bit more.
Ball control offense. Run the clock. Keep the Rams off the field as much as possible, and that's how we win the football game today. They can do that. You still have to get home run. It's that match.
So,
hey man,
let me ask you one more question though. Tell me, how did you feel about Thursday night's football game?
Bro, I didn't give up a game like that.
I don't know. It's a game that should be marked in your calendar as a dub, but they end up getting an L. And did you see the defense that they had, Mike? It was a 7-4, 7 front, two DBs on each side, and they basically dared Lamar Jackson to throw the ball and those wide receivers to get open. Nothing happened.
Man, like I've said this to you a lot, is he's a special kid at quarterback. But I also told you that he reminds me of a Philadelphia quarterback from the 80s and 90s. Randall.
Randall Cunningham.
So, yeah. So, how do you play against Randall? You mentioned throw the ball, man. So, it's getting a little bit more Jackson. I want you to beat me with your arm, not your leg, and I'm gonna load the ball. Like, shit, man, I'm not even be worse than that. I might go 8-3 against him and just put one safety back and say, let's go, buddy. You know, because you got to run it back and you got you, but I'm gonna make sure neither one of you play football today.
And that's exactly what the Miami Dolphins did. I got an all-22 film that I'm putting up on YouTube for that. I'm going to go over that. Definitely want to get you on so we can go over that sometime together and break down that film. And it'll be awesome, man. If you're up to it, let me know.
Yeah, one day soon, man. I'm going through a few things myself, but it's always good to hear from you. I just wanted to call in, and it's been a while. So take care of yourself and good luck, bud.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mike. I appreciate you calling in. Mike Tiberi, guys. Great guy. I'll see you on the other side, Mike. All right, great call from my good friend Mike Tiberi out there. He's a very good guy, knowledgeable of football, loves the 49ers, and he's not a fanboy. And when I say fanboy, I mean he's gonna give you an objective look on his team. He's not gonna just say my team's great because I like him. He's gonna tell you exactly how it is. And I mean, me and this guy have went through drafts, and I'm telling you, upon drafts of each of our teams, his being the 49ers, mine being the Giants, and the scenarios. And majority of the things that we said, kind of came true. Majority of them we kind of missed out on because, we don't control our GM. But for the most part, Elijah Mitchell was both on our radar. And Mike was, I got to give credit on that. He actually picked that guy to be on his squad, and he was happy to get him. So, all right, Detroit and the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, go over the numbers here real quick. 28th in offense, 16th in defense, 28th in passing, 26th in rushing. This is all Detroit. Pittsburgh is 27th in offense, 24th in passing, 8th in defense, 29th in rushing. They're going to be without Ben Roethlisberger today, so that means Mason Rudolph is going to be the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, Steeler fans, do not jump out of your window right now. Understand, you're going against the Detroit Lions. They are 0-8. They should be 0-9. But don't get me wrong, Detroit Lions are a team, they play extremely hard, okay? Detroit Lions do play extremely hard. All right, let's go over the injury report here. Lions kicker, Austin Seibert, right hip. Running back Jamal Williams, thigh are all out. Taylor Decker, finger. Outside linebacker Austin Bryant, shoulder, and he's questionable. Steelers wide receiver Chase Claypool is out. He's basically their number one wide receiver, in my opinion. Bye week wasn't enough to get Williams healthy, so the Lions will use DeAndre Swift for the majority of the snaps against Pittsburgh. Jamar Jefferson and Goodwin Idwibuki, sorry if I shoot his name up, I'm going to say GI, will split duties as the number 2 back as Jefferson scored a touchdown in Week 8 against the Eagles. Ryan Santosi will kick for Detroit this week. He was in the Giants training camp. He was a very good kicker, but we got a great kicker, and we just couldn't carry 2 kickers. So we ended up. I don't think we got a draft pick for him, but we should have. Steelers are relatively healthy heading into this one, with the exception of Chase Claypool, who injured his toe Monday night against the Bears. Claypool is out. You'll have James Washington will get more snaps, wide receiver. Ben Roethlisberger's pectoral and right shoulder. He was a full court practice Friday, but he's out. And Najee Harris, foot, also was a full participant. They say both will play Sunday. I don't know. I think Ben Roethlisberger's out. I got information that was put up here about. It's a little bit old. So Ben Roethlisberger's out. Despite that, I still have the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this game. It's going to be a close game. I'm telling you right now, I'm saying like 17-14. Steelers win this game on a last-minute kick. I don't think the offense is going to thrive under Mason Rudolph. And I think the Detroit Lions are going to come out hungry because they just want to get that one win. One win, okay? One win. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to change their entire organization, but it could change the trajectory of their season right now. All right, so moving on, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. New England, Cleveland, a very interesting game here. Both teams are 5-4. This game is being played in Gillette Stadium, I believe. Yes, Gillette Stadium. Go over the numbers. Browns are 6th in offense, 7th in defense, 21st in passing, 1st in rushing. While the New England Patriots are 15 offense, 17 defense, 13th passing, 15th in rushing. You see how balanced they are with that? This is a good team. The New England Patriots are very good coach team, very gritty team. They're playing at home, and the Cleveland Browns aren't going to have Nick Chubb. They're not going to have Kareem Hunt. They're going to have their backup guy. I forgot his name, but he played pretty well that one time. But I think Bill Belichick just has a way of making you seem ordinary. I mean, if you know who Bill Belichick is and you watched his games, no matter how explosive your offense is or how big your defense is, he schemes a way around it to make you feel uncomfortable, to make you adjust. This is a tough game to pick. A lot of people would pick the Cleveland Browns. Last time this team met was October 26, 2019, with the New England Patriots winning. Obviously, Tom Brady was there. But despite that, I still have the New England Patriots winning this game. Right now, the point spread for this game is New England's a 2.5-point favorite with this game. I don't know if I take that. I think they win by 3. I think Baker Mayfield gets a little stifled. I think he has a couple of turnovers in this game just because he's going to try to do too much, and the run game is going to be shut down. As I said, Bill Belichick's going to shut that run game down, and he's going to make you do something that you're not comfortable doing. So I have the New England Patriots winning this game. Moving on to Minnesota and the Los Angeles Chargers. All right, Minnesota fans. All right, Skol. LA Charger fans. Very erratic season for them. They started off very good, lost a couple games, came back. They're 5-3, while the Minnesota Vikings are just all over the place. All right, offensive line is terrible. Dalvin Cook is not getting enough space to run. All right, the Vikings are 6th in offense, 18th in defense, 16th in passing, 11th in rushing, while the Los Angeles Chargers are 17th in offense, 9th in defense, 10th in passing, 24th in rushing. This game's going to be played at SoFi Stadium. Dearness Johnson. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. He's going to be starting running back for the Browns. Gracias, mi amigo. Yes. So if you look at this game right here, just Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is a kind of guy, I mean, you just don't know what you're going to get. I mean, he has Adam Thielen. He has Justin Jefferson. He has tight ends. I mean, he has all this time, but his offensive line is not good. So in my opinion, when you have an offensive line that isn't that great, what's the first thing you should do with your quarterback? Move your quarterback around, all right? They have him staying stationary all the time. Move him out in the pocket. Let him look around and take a little bit of the pressure off this offensive line, because the offensive line is pressured. One, they're not going to pass block well, and 2, they're not going to run block well. And what that happens is turnovers. So turnovers. And with the LA Chargers being 9th in defense, I'm telling you right now, it might be a tough game. And look at the LA Chargers. They have Austin Eckler. The guy is a runner. I mean, they have a great running game. All right, they're 24th in rushing, right? But I mean, when they get going, they could get going. They're 9th in defense, 10th in passing game. Got a lot of big receivers out there, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. It's going to be a tough game for the Minnesota Vikings, which is why I have the LA Chargers winning this game. LA Chargers is going to win this game by about, I say, 10 points. Right now, it's 3. They're ahead by 3. Well, not ahead by 3, but favored by 3. But I got them winning by 10. Minnesota Vikings and the LA Chargers. Carolina, Arizona. Carolina's going through a lot right now. Obviously, they lost Sam Darnold. PJ Tucker may be playing this game because Cam Newton just signed, and I don't know if they got him up to speed. They're at State Farm Stadium. Wow. Yeah, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Their numbers, 22 in offense, 2nd in defense, 25th in passing, 12th in rushing. That's all Carolina. Arizona, who's spotty to me, very spotty, are 3rd in offense, 11th in defense, passing 5th, and rushing 7th. Last time this team met, the Carolina Panthers beat them 31-21 on October 3rd, 2020. But right now it is 2021, and I got the Arizona Cardinals winning this game. let's look at the injury report. Panthers are going to be without defensive back Rashawn Melvin. He has a hand issue. Defensive back Stanley Oliver out. Defensive end Brian Burns foot. Linebacker Frankie Love knee questionable. Cardinals running back Chase Edmonds ankle. Offensive lineman Justin Pugh calf. Running back Jonathan Ward concussion. Safety James Wiggins knee. These guys are all out for today's game. Buda Baker concussion / knee. Offensive lineman Max Garcia Achilles. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins hamstring. Wide receiver Rondell Moore neck concussion. Quarterback Kyler Murray ankle. Defensive end Jordan Phillips groin questionable. Wow. A lot of questionable people today, especially D-Hop and Rondell Moore. It's going to be tough sledding for them. But Colt McCoy, in my opinion, was a good, he was a good backup for them. He knows how to run the offense. He's not going to get you in any trouble. They're going against a Carolina team who just doesn't know who they are. Defensively, they're okay. Offensively, they're abysmal. I got Arizona Cardinals winning this game due to the fact they're at home, and I think that defense is going to get after PJ Tucker or whoever's going to be quarterback today. Should be PJ Tucker. It's not going to be Cam Newton. So I got Arizona winning this game, moving to 9-1, and taking Carolina down to 4-6. All right, moving on to another slob knocker of a game here. All right, Philadelphia Eagles at the Denver Broncos. Empire Field at Mile High Stadium. People don't understand that what do you call it? That elevation change, it really wears on your endurance. These guys, they play in it all the time. It's their home stadium. So I don't know about the Eagles being able to. They're going to be gassed out there if they continue to play. They will. The quarterback plays the way he plays right now. Go over the numbers. 13th in offense, 22nd in defense, 23rd in passing, 5th in rushing are the Eagles, 14th in offense, 13th in defense, 15th in passing, and 9th in rushing are the Denver Broncos. Last time this team played, Philadelphia Eagles beat them 51-23. This was in 2017, November 4th. This is not November 4th, 2013. Let's get it straight. Only thing I'm worried about in this game is Teddy Bridgewater. He has a tendency to he's a really, really good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback. He's not gonna go out there and annihilate the game. He gets everybody involved, which a quarterback should, but he just makes some errant throws. But I think Jalen Hurt, he's gonna run a lot today, and he's just not gonna be able to get that offense in rhythm, that 13th ranked offense, and especially since they can't run the ball. Miles Sanders is out for injuries. You got tackle Andre Dillard, knee. Defensive end Josh Sweat, concussion. Broncos got a bevy of people out. I'm just good last name. Bowles, Massey are all out. Albert, Patrick, knee. There's a lot of starters in this team. They're all questionable, but they should play today. So Broncos, they got 2 starting offensive linemen out for this game. But it's the interior, not the exterior of the defensive ends that actually get after people. So with that being said, this game, I got Denver Broncos. They're home. That altitude, it's one of those things. I got the Denver Broncos. Right now, the Broncos are favored by 2.5. I got them winning by 3. Got the Broncos winning by 3. All right, moving on to the Seattle Seahawks versus the Green Bay Packers. This game is very interesting to me because first you got 2 quarterbacks coming back, one from injury, one from COVID illness. They're going to be at Lambeau Field. I don't know how cold it is at Lambeau right now. Anybody check the weather at Lambeau and see what's going on? If that weather's cold, that finger for Russell Wilson, after you have surgeries, man, something about the weather messes with those appendages. So going over the numbers, 32nd in offense, 23rd in defense, 30th in passing, 23rd in rushing are the Seahawks, while the Packers are 20th in offense, 12th in defense, 19th passing, 13th in rushing. You see what happens when Aaron Rodgers isn't on this team. The offense just stops. You had Jordan Love play last week, and the team looked like they shouldn't even be in the playoffs. But I think they get back in it. And people are always worried about the fact that, he didn't practice. My boy says 39 degrees in Green Bay. Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a game for you, Russell. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of running the ball there. But a lot of people say, he didn't. Aaron Rodgers had, COVID. He's going to come back foggy. They're not going to have a week of practice. This guy's been in the NFL for like 13, 14 years, man. I mean, he knows this offense. He knows this offense. Timing maybe a little bit, but he's going to throw to one guy. He's going to throw to 17. Allen Lazard, maybe the tight end. He got hurt. I don't know if he's going to play. Look at the injury report. But, I mean, it's going to be one of those games, man, where Aaron Rodgers is going to take over. So Seahawks going to be without Marcus Blair. It's a knee. Cornerback Bless Austin, personal issue. Linebacker Cody Barton, quad, are all out. While defensive tackle Al Woods, non-injury related, is questionable. Packers, on the other hand, tackle David Bakhtiari, knee. Tight end Dominique Daphne, hamstring. Defensive end Kingsley Kiki, concussion, are all doubtful. Defensive lineman Kenny Clark, back. Wide receiver Aqueminas St. Brown, ankle. Cornerback Eric Stokes, knee, questionable. Quarterback Russell Wilson, on the other hand, and wide receiver D. Estridge are both back from injured reserve, so they'll play Sunday. Woods will make the trip, even though he was listed as questionable. Blair is out for the rest of the season. Bakhtiari was back on the practice squad this year. He had a knee injury after starting the year on the PUP list, but he didn't practice Friday, so they didn't. He's not going to return this week. But with all that being said, and having everybody hurt, and Aaron Rodgers coming back from COVID, I just think in Green Bay, Lambeau Field, they get it done. And you're going to look at Aaron Rodgers, be very methodical. He's going to do what he does. He gets out of the pocket, and he makes plays. So I have the Green Bay Packers winning that game. The spread now for that game is Packers by 3.5. I think they win by 3. It's going to be a tough game, 20-23 game there in Green Bay. Moving on to KC versus the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, my Giants beat up on the Raiders last week. Not surprisingly, Raiders had a lot going on internally and externally with the team, as far as their Henry Ruggs and their wide receiver Henry Ruggs and the vehicle accident where he killed someone, and also another person, the quarterback who they just cut, Arnett. He wants to be a gangster, so I guess he didn't want to play cornerback, so they actually cut him too. If you look at the video on YouTube, you'll see it. He wants to be a gangster. Okay, so let's go by the numbers. Chiefs are 4th in offense, 30th in defense. That's what's hurting the Chiefs. They're 3rd in passing, 10th in rushing. 30th on defense is not going to get it, especially when you're playing a team that's 11th on offense, okay? And 5th on defense, 4th in passing, 28th in rushing. Okay, if you look at the game, right, you have the Chiefs who barely beat the New York Giants last week, and the Giants 2 weeks ago, Monday night, and the Giants who then in turn went around and beat the Raiders. I mean, it's something that's very interesting. To me here, because something is systemically wrong with the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't put my finger on it. If you out there know, call me 512-539-0686. Leave me something in the box there, just like I put up there. I don't know what's going on with the Chiefs. I know what's going on with the Raiders. They got a lot of external issues. They're down a wide receiver, and they just got to get that confidence back. They lost their coach this year, so it's just one of those issues. But that being said, however, for some reason in Allegiant Stadium, I have the Chiefs winning this game. I know, they're favored by 2.5. I think they win by 3. I think it's one of those games where it's going to be like a 37-34 game. Nobody's going to play defense. I'll take it down a notch. I'll say 27-24 Chiefs. They're going to win by 3 against the Las Vegas Raiders, who put up a very good fight. I think that offensively, I think when Kansas City Chiefs get it going, they're just going to put it together. They're going to put it together this week and beat the Las Vegas Raiders. Moving on to our Monday night game and our last game in the docket here. LA Rams, versus the San Francisco 49ers. Okay. Let's go into the numbers here. All right, Rams, 2nd in offense, 20th in defense, number 1 in passing, 18th in rushing. 49ers are 21st in offense, 4th in defense, 18th in passing, 19th in rushing. They stay around the top 20. The same thing. If you look at these teams, they're pretty almost similar in some areas, besides passing. All right, the passing game, you got Matthew Stafford throwing those balls out to all those wide receivers and tight ends and running backs in Los Angeles. So the Rams looking good, but they're going to be in Levi Stadium. They're going to be there. Mike, I don't know what the weather is in Levi Stadium. Help me out. on Monday night, see what that weather is. The last time these two teams played, obviously, November 28, 2020, the 49ers won 23-20. Excuse me. But, different quarterbacks. Matthew Stafford is now on the Rams. And the coming out party for number 13, former New York Giant, former Cleveland Brown wide receiver, Odell Beckham Jr., who got thrust into this starting position. 79 and clear at kickoff. Okay, San Francisco, they're going to run the hell out of that ball. Odell Beckham Jr., who former Giant, former Cleveland Brown, by some apparent reason, and I've seen it sometimes in New York. He's a prima donna. Don't get it. He loves the spotlight, but he can play when he's given the opportunity. I think he needs to learn to run more of the route tree. They've been using him wrong, in my opinion. He runs 9 routes all the time. Let him do a sluggo seam. Let him do some sweeps. 5 and ins. Don't send him rushing out, especially with a quarterback who couldn't get him the ball in Baker Mayfield, in my opinion, in Cleveland. So looking at this game, I got the Rams winning this game. Sorry, buddy. Rams are going to be too much for them. I think they don't put Odell Beckham Jr. in so many situations where he's going to fail. I think the Rams coach sets out a plan for Odell Beckham Jr. to get his feet wet in the game and, give him some end arounds, give him some slants, give him some outs. Mikey has the game 28-27 Rams. Right now, the Rams are at 3.5 points. I think it's one of those 30-27 games, Mike, as well. The Rams are going to win this game, and it's going to be because they're going to be tossing the ball around against a defense that's ranked 20th. A defense that is ranked 4th. Well, I don't know. Hold on a second. The 49ers are ranked 4th in defense. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough for me. Number 1 passing versus number 4 defense. Yeah, and that offensive line looked pretty shaky. Like I said, I think it's a 30. Matter of fact, hold on. I think it's a 21-17 game. 21-17, in my opinion. 21-17, the Rams win Monday Night Football versus the 49ers. So, that's it on our docket for games right there. A couple of teams are on byes. My Giants are on a bye. They can still lose the bye. You can still lose the bye, people. Just because your team's out there not playing does not mean that you can't lose the bye. Somebody could actually get, somebody can actually get hurt, or somebody can actually do something stupid, like drive drunk or have fights, get caught with guns and all that stupid stuff. So Giants are on bye. Hopefully they come back. No BS. All right, with that being said, 512-539-0686. Like and follow. You know what to do. On Facebook at Speak On It Sports. There's the Twitter handle right there, NYG Men for Life. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel right there. Okay? We went over those games. Just tell you one game that I'm intrigued about today that I really want to see. I want to see, people might say it's the most boring game to me, but I really want to see what, 2 games. I really want to see what Cleveland does against New England Patriots defense. And I really want to definitely see the Seattle and Green Bay game. Love me some Russell Wilson. Love Aaron Rodgers. No matter how immunized he is, Russell Wilson's just a fighter, man. Danger Russ. It is what it is. And I want to see Baker Mayfield today show up against a team that is well-coached, well-disciplined team who doesn't make mistakes and create holes so other teams can exploit it. So that being said, 512-539-0686. Without further ado, I'm going to let you guys watch the games today. I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to leave you right now. I talked way too much today, but I had so much fun. I appreciate Carlo for the comments, Mike Tiberi for the comments and the call. If you didn't call in or you didn't get to see the show, catch it on my Facebook page at Speak On It Sports. And, leave a comment, share it. Because I love talking about football. I love talking to people who love football. And I'm just an all-around football guy. All right. Speak On It. Definitely enjoyed it. Enjoyed the show with you guys today. Look forward to it. I haven't got into doing any post-game shows yet. I haven't, felt up to it a little bit. But I may surprise some people tonight if I do if I do a post-game show, especially if there's some outstanding games today. So without further ado, guys, I love you guys. I appreciate it. Mike, love you, brother. Do your thing. Carla, I'm telling you right now, if anybody want to know about getting some bets in, Carla Sofia Marquez is a smart girl. She knows the numbers. She knows her numbers. So, all right. Talk to you guys later, man. I'll see you. Enjoy the football games today. I'm out.